Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, please turn your cell phones and other electronic devices to silent. Thank you very much. Family members, friends, and guests, welcome to the 2025 University of Wyoming Spring Commencement Ceremony. Founded in 1886 as a Morrill Act land-grant institution, while Wyoming was still a territory, the University of Wyoming serves as a statewide resource for higher education of the highest quality. Rigorous scholarship, technology transfer, economic and community development, and responsible stewardship of our cultural, historical, and natural resources. Today's graduates represent a broad range of academic disciplines born from those traditions and ideals. Under the leadership of Dean Kelly Crane, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Agriculture, Life Sciences, and Natural Resources. Under the leadership of Dean Scott Bollier, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Business. Under the leadership of Dean John Kaprowski, please welcome candidates for graduation from the Haub School of Environment and Natural Resources. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean Patrick Hartigan, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Health Sciences. Under the leadership of Interim Provost Scott Turpin, presented by Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, Michelle Hilaire. Please welcome candidates for graduation from the Office of Academic Affairs. The Honors College is represented by Assistant Dean Breezy Taggart. Honor Scholars are academically accomplished students from all majors at the university. These students are graduating with their respective colleges and schools. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the faculty of the University of Wyoming. Under the leadership of President Edward Seidel, the stage party is led by Interim Provost Scott Turpin. The University Mace, which is carried in by Dr. Turpin, is a symbol of presidential leadership and authority. It's crowned with a cap of flames, signifying knowledge and enlightenment. President Seidel, distinguished guest, university leadership, members of the faculty, graduates, family, and friends, the 2025 University of Wyoming Spring Commencement Ceremony will now be in order. If you are able to do so, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the University of Wyoming Army, ROTC, the playing of our national anthem by the UW Wind Symphony. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the University of Wyoming, Dr. Edward Seidel.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the University of Wyoming 2025 Spring Commencement Ceremony. We are pleased that all of you could be here with us today. This celebration is the culmination of several years of hard work and accomplishment by our students. Educating students is at the core of our mission as a land-grant and flagship university. All of us at UW prepare tomorrow's leaders, and today we launch a strong cohort of graduates who have a bright future. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you, and we wish you all the success in the world. I'm pleased to have the UW Board of Trustees Treasurer Laura Schmidt-Pizzato of Rock Springs, Wyoming, Secretary Brad Bonner of Cody, Wyoming, and Trustee John McKinley of Cheyenne, Wyoming here with us today. We thank also Trustee Schmidt-Pizzato, Trustee Bonner, Trustee McKinley, and all the members of the Board of Trustees for their exemplary leadership. It is now my pleasure to introduce those in the stage party who are providing support for today's ceremony who will not be recognized later in the program. So I ask that they stand for introduction, but you hold your applause until all have been introduced. John Stark, President and CEO of the UW Foundation. Cass Quenold, Dean of Libraries. Lieutenant Colonel Hanson, Commander of the University of Wyoming's ROTC Army Battalion, and Lieutenant Colonel Cove, Commander of the University of Wyoming's ROTC Air Force Battalion. Rochelle Green, Director of the Organizational Leadership Program at the University of Wyoming at Casper. Patrick Gabriel, Coordinator and Announcer for the Wyoming Public Media and MC for this afternoon's ceremony. And I'd like to recognize this morning's name readers. Dr. Ann Alexander, Assistant Dean of the College of Business. Mandy Gifford, Chief of Staff to the Provost. And we want to say thank you to the UW Wind Symphony, led by Associate Director of Bands, Dr. Joe Carver. I want to say thank you also to the Student Success and Graduation team for their efforts in making today's ceremony a great success. So please join me in thanking them all. Okay, everyone, please be seated. I'd also like to thank our faculty for the rigorous education that they've provided to our students. Faculty, would you please stand so we can thank you for the integral role that you've played in our graduates' lives? Please be seated. And finally, I'd like to give a special recognition to those families, friends, and loved ones of today's graduates who provided support and encouragement in so many ways. Graduates, would you please stand? Go ahead, stand up and look around and find your loved ones and join me in giving them a round of applause. All right. That's one of the special moments of this. So, all right, please be seated. Now, to recognize our students graduating with honors, please welcome to the podium Interim Provost Scott Turpin.
Thank you, President Seidel. Students who graduate with honors are among UW's most academically persistent, gifted, and adventurous students. Not only do they earn high marks in their coursework, but they often have added much more to their academic plate by stepping forward to take advantage of study abroad opportunities, participating in rich and meaningful internships, holding leadership positions in student organizations, and working to serve their communities. They exemplify all that is best in UW students and their ambitions for the future. If you are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude, please rise so we may congratulate you on this achievement. Please be seated. If you're a member of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Beta Phi, or other college or department-specific honor societies, would you please stand up so we can recognize your accomplishments? You may be seated. Now I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Breezy Taggart, the Assistant Dean of the Honors College.
Graduates from the Honors College complete a rigorous interdisciplinary course of study, produce a significant independent research or creative capstone project, and receive a minor in honors on their transcript. Extensive opportunities for experiential learning, financially supported internships, and study abroad round out the Honors College experience. Throughout our graduation program, the symbol plus before a student's name indicates Honors College and signifies graduates who have accomplished all the requirements of the honors minor. Would all the graduates from the Honors College please stand so we may recognize your accomplishments? Please be seated. Now I welcome President Seidel back to the podium to introduce this afternoon's alumni speaker.
Well, now we'd like to welcome Jack Tennant, Executive Director of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association, to congratulate our graduates as they transition from students to alumni. Please welcome Jack to the podium.
It is a great day to be a cowboy. Yeah. I gotta say, from one UW alum to all of you, congratulations on earning your degree from the University of Wyoming and becoming a cowboy for life. My name's Jack Tennant. I'm the Executive Director of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association. And believe it or not, I remember 15 years ago sitting in those seats right there. I was thinking about all the fun things I was gonna do with my friends and family, but I wasn't really thinking about what it meant to become an alum of UW. Well, becoming an alum means so much to so many different people, but I'd leave you with a couple things here today. Becoming an alum means you all, because of the hard work that you've put in over these last few years, will always have a home right here at the University of Wyoming. We couldn't be prouder to welcome you to the alumni family. You may think that there's some special moment crossing the stage up here where you become alum, but the reality is you've been working at it the entire time you've been here at school. All those classes, all those late nights studying or maybe socializing, all those walks across Prexy's pasture, which always seem to be going into the wind, the whole time you've been becoming an alum. It also means that the UW Alumni Association and all 150,000 alumni are here for you whenever and wherever you need us. Now, I'm gonna ask as I close my remarks for some participation from the audience. I'm gonna pull out my phone here and we're gonna take a little selfie video of the group saying, "Go Pokes." But new this year, we're gonna try something. Speaking of those 150,000 alumni, I'm guessing we have a few up here in the audience with us. So if you are an alum of UW, graduate or not, would you please stand and remain standing? That is a lot of them. I should be careful. With this many alumni, you might start breaking out into ragtime Cowboy Joe, but we will do that another time. So graduates, by the power vested in me, no, just kidding, President Seidel does that later. I would ask you all to stand and join your alumni family, and all of us together on the count of 3, go Pokes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go Pokes! Thanks again and congrats.
All right, thanks, Jack. And graduates, I really encourage you to stay connected with the Alumni Association and stay connected to the University of Wyoming as you begin the next chapter of your lives. You're always welcome back on campus, and I hope you'll be back. Now, it is my pleasure to invite Scott Bollier, the Dean of the College of Business, to the podium to introduce this morning's speaker, or this afternoon's speaker. I forget what time it is.
Thank you, President Seidel. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to present Annabelle Pearson as a graduate of the College of Business. Annabelle is a sales and marketing student from Bozeman, Montana, and has been highly involved on campus during her 4 years at the university. From working as a teacher's assistant and tutor to co-founding a marketing company, she's also gained experience as a graphic designer, intern, and leader, serving as president of the sales club and student coach on the national sales competition team. Annabelle has received multiple awards from the UW College of Business, including 2024 Undergraduate Student of the Year. After graduation, Annabelle will join the Atlanta Hawks Sales Development Program with aspirations to work in motorsport and eat really good barbecue. Please welcome Annabelle Pearson to the podium.
Good afternoon. Distinguished faculty, staff, alumni, families, and most importantly, the University of Wyoming class of 2025. Congratulations and welcome. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this achievement. This milestone is the result of late nights, early mornings, and countless hours of hard work, a true testament to our tenacity, adaptability, and cowboy grit. As we move forward, whether it's starting new jobs, continuing our education, getting married, or still just figuring things out, I want to take some time to share a few key lessons with you that I've learned throughout my 4 years at University of Wyoming. And if I do this right, hopefully they'll resonate with you and also keep you awake for the next 5 or so minutes of commencement. I have come to live by 3 core values, all centered on following your passion. They've shaped me as a student, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a leader, but most of all, as a young woman. They're simple, but they've carried me through some of life's toughest decisions, lowest points, and biggest hurdles. And I know if they've done that for me, they might do that for at least one person here today as well. My first value: follow your passion, not money. Now, I know there were probably a couple eye rolls throughout the room right now because this is a saying as old as time, but hear me out. This is something that a gentleman named Tony Kirchhoffer, who has become a friend and a mentor of mine, said to me in a sales class my sophomore year, and it has stuck with me ever since. As young professionals, we have spent the last 4 years being coached on how to find the most lucrative job, how to find the career with the best benefits, the highest salary, and the fastest upward mobility. And yes, those things do matter. Financial stability is important. No one wants to be asking their parents to Venmo them $5 for a loaf of bread, and I'm saying that from experience as I'm looking at my mom up there. But what Tony said really resonated with me, because in today's world, and often in higher education, we're taught to equate success with numbers, paychecks, commissions, titles, and bonuses. But those things don't and shouldn't define your life. I will say, especially for us graduating, it is a privilege to follow your passion. Yes, there will be times that you have to grind, put your nose to the ground, and do what's necessary to succeed. But the point is to never sacrifice your long-term dreams, and most importantly, never sacrificing what makes you happy in the process. Grinding does not mean putting everything you care about on pause. After graduation, I will be grinding. I will be in a gray sales cubicle making sales cold calls. But I know that that's a necessary step to chase my long-term dream. What I don't want is to be stuck in a cubicle forever and have a cubicle career. And I'm sure a lot of you here feel the same way today. Because here's the truth. Job titles and salaries won't make you happy if they come at the expense of what truly matters, whether that's faith, friendships, relationships, or family. Long-term happiness does not come from a commission check. Please do not ever sacrifice doing what you love and what makes you happy for financial gain or a career. Second, follow your passion, not the weight of other people's expectations or opinions. As adults in our early 20s, we're surrounded by people telling us what we should do with our lives, offering advice based on what they think is best for us. But the one opinion that truly matters about your life is yours. Not a single person knows you better than you do. Let me be clear. I am not saying to ignore the advice of those who care about you, whether it's your family, your parents, your mentors, your bosses, or your friends. But at this point in our lives, there will be plenty of people who may look at our age and dismiss our opinions or our dreams, claiming we don't have enough life experience or we're too young to understand. Don't let that diminish your confidence. Trust in you, trust yourself, trust your decisions. Take in the advice you hear, but remember, it's just guidance, not gospel. Decide for yourself what resonates with you and what doesn't. Your voice is the one that matters most. Make mistakes, take chances, and trust your own instincts. Lastly, follow your passion, not fear. I want to be clear, my goal this afternoon is not just to stand up here and preach at you. Parts of my speech are just as much as they are for me as they are for you. Just because I've been given the honor to be the commencement speaker this afternoon, I'm sure a lot of people in here assume that I have it all figured out. I do not, but I do know that having the courage to try, despite fear, is everything. In just 2 weeks, I am making a huge move across the country to a brand new city. And to be blunt, I am absolutely terrified. I don't really know anyone there. I don't know the city. I'm going completely blind. I don't even have a working car right now, so if anyone wants to buy my car, it's sitting in the Bison Run parking lot. By the way, it doesn't work. But when I was deciding whether or not to take this job, I decided that the one and only reason that I wouldn't was because I was too scared. And that was not a good enough reason for me. And that should never be a good enough reason for anyone in here. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. Stop being so afraid of the outcome, of being judged, of failing and looking like an idiot, that you limit yourself, your passions, and your relationships. Don't waste your talent, your skills, or your ambitions because you're afraid. Every single person in this room is worth more than that. And I want to say that again solely to the young women in this room, because I was recently told that having a career or ambitions was a waste of time because I was a girl. So for the women, don't waste your talent, your skills, or your ambitions because you're told you can't or you shouldn't. I know that these 3 points are repetitive, and I know there are a lot of cliches that I just threw at you guys that I'm sure have been used in thousands of graduation speeches. And I'm sure there are quite a few of you in here that might be either hungover or half asleep right now. But these points are repetitive for a reason. And yes, they're cliches for a reason. It's because they work. They've made a huge impact on my life, and they've allowed me to make an impact on the lives of others. Follow your passion, not money, not others' expectations or opinions, and most importantly, don't follow fear. These are my 3 core values, so now I challenge you as graduates, what are yours? In our 4 years at the University of Wyoming, we've had the foundation to learn hard lessons, to fail, to grow, and to become better. Now, as we move forward, be bold. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Have the courage to follow your passion. And always remember, the world needs more cowboys. Again, congratulations and good luck, class of 2025.
Great job, Annabelle. And thanks for your reflections on your time here at the University of Wyoming and for sharing your great thoughts for advice. And I took it in myself. Thank you. So congrats and good luck, class of 2025. So let me move on. Keynote speaker will address the graduating class of 2025. Martha Wersch received her BA in English Literature from the University of Wyoming in 1980, her JD from George Washington University in 1986, and the Harvard Business School Advanced Management Program Certificate in 2002. While at the University of Wyoming, Martha was enrolled in the Honors College, served as student body president, was a member of the Delta 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 sorority, was a member of the Mortar Board, and her parents, Dick and Marty Brown, were graduates of the University of Wyoming as well, as along with two of her sisters. And she grew up in Laramie, and her father served in a number of roles in the administration of University of Wyoming President Duke Humphrey, including as the first alumni director. Martha was honored to receive the University of Wyoming's Distinguished Alumna Award in 2007, the College of Arts and Sciences Distinguished Alumni Award in 2005, and the Mortar Board National Honor Society Distinguished Alumna Award in 2007. She was appointed by President George W. Bush to serve on the National Infrastructure Advisory Council, by President Barack Obama to serve on the National Petroleum Council, and by Governor Matt Mead to serve on the Wyoming Energy Resource Council. She's also been recognized as a most influential corporate director by Women Inc., the Financial Times with the Global General Counsel Award in 2018, the American Corporate Counsel Association as Outstanding General Counsel in Energy in 2018, and the Businesswoman of the Year by Business Journals of San Diego, California in 2016, in Portland, Oregon in 2011, and in Charlotte, North Carolina in 2004. She's served as director of several public companies and is currently on the boards of Quanta Services, an infrastructure services provider for utility, pipeline, industrial, data services, and communication industries. National Grid, an electric and gas transmission business with holdings in the UK, in New York, and in Massachusetts, and First American Financial, an insurance and financial service business. Over the course of Martha's career, she supported a number of nonprofit entities, primarily with a focus here at the University of Wyoming, where she has served on the advisory board of the College of Arts and Sciences and the advisory board of the Haub School. She currently serves as secretary on the University of Wyoming Foundation Board. So graduates, families, faculty, staff, and friends, it is my honor to introduce you to our incredible commencement speaker, Martha Wersch.
Well, President Seidel, thank you for that embarrassingly long introduction. And good afternoon to all of you. I am deeply honored to be asked to be the commencement speaker and to share this incredible milestone with all of you. For the last 4 years, your life has been a sequence of long nights of studying, early morning treks across Prexy's pasture, I hope a few evenings at the Buckhorn Bar, and bitterly cold football games at War Memorial Stadium. And tomorrow, all will be different in ways that you can't even imagine. How exciting to be at this juncture in your lives. As you heard from President Seidel, I am a Laramie girl. I'm one of 6 children, born and raised here by parents who were UW alums and devoted Wyoming citizens. My dad, Dick Brown, was the first alumni director, and Jack is following in great footsteps. And before raising our large family, my mother was a teacher at the Nellie Isles Grade School here in Laramie. It's now the Boys and Girls Club. Our family life was tied to the life of this great university. We lived and breathed cowboy sports and campus culture, and when I graduated from Laramie High and received a scholarship to attend UW, I felt like I had won the lottery. I was transformed by my time here, surrounded by people with energy and intelligence and passion. And whether in student government or my sorority or my classes in the College of Arts and Sciences, I felt like I was successful because of the people who surrounded me. So standing before you today, I reflect on what it took to get here. And we heard Annabelle talk about this. She talked about courage. I was armed with an English degree and support from professors, mentors, and friends. And that gave me courage to do hard things that I had never done before. And that courage has endured throughout my career. So let me tell you 2 stories. When I graduated in 1980, much like Annabelle, I was offered a chance to work in the office of the U.S. Senator Alan K. Simpson. He was a newly minted senator, but it was a long way away, and I had never lived outside of Laramie. So I sat in your seats, and I was pretty nervous. I was about to fly to Washington with no apartment, no friends, and no idea what was really coming at me. I started as a receptionist in the senator's office, and it was filled with a slew of University of Wyoming graduates. We had a front row seat to all the politics, the legislation, the relationships that made our nation hum. Al Simpson was a man of integrity. He was a man of great rigor, a very demanding boss, and he had a wicked sense of humor. He became a lifelong mentor to me and a very good friend. In 1982, we were working on a transportation bill. Wyoming at that time had no public mass transit, and Senator Simpson was determined to change that. Now you can imagine that talking about transportation in rural Wyoming with legislative staffers from New York City and Boston was a real exercise in patience. Distances mean very different things on the East Coast. And they didn't understand why exactly our constituents in Wyoming wouldn't be perfectly happy with a Greyhound bus ticket taking them from Casper to Salt Lake City or from Denver to Cheyenne. About 9 o'clock one evening, after a long day on the floor of the U.S. Senate, I walked back to our offices to find Senator Ted Kennedy with his feet up on the senator's desk. He and Al were debating these issues, and they were working to find a compromise to fund both Amtrak and airlines into the state of Wyoming. It was a sight to behold. One of the most liberal and prominent Democrats in Congress, jawboning with one of the most conservative Republicans. And we were successful. Al Simpson had the courage and the wisdom to sit down with those who disagreed with him and to come to grand agreements. He did it over and over again in his career. He inspired all of us to try harder, to do hard things, to be better people and better citizens. And if you take only one thing away from this speech today, let it be this: do not be afraid to do hard things. And this leads to my second story. Midway through my career, I was at a crossroads, and quite unexpectedly, I was asked whether I might be interested in running the American division of a large European wind turbine manufacturing business. And I was shocked. I didn't know anything about manufacturing, and I knew very little about wind energy. But I was interested, and I knew I could learn. So I did what any good lifelong student would do and asked follow-up questions. I found that what they were looking for was someone who could help them solve hard problems in the American energy sector at a time of real transition. Now that was an intriguing challenge. And during my time at the company, we built multiple manufacturing plants here in the United States. We installed a wide array of wind turbines and created thousands of jobs across our country. It was an incredible experience. So the moral of my story is this: your career will surprise you. Have the courage to let it. Your life will surprise you. Have the courage to embrace it. Follow the path of opportunity, even when it's not the path you thought you would be taking. You finished college at a moment in history that takes resilience and optimism and openness to change. Many of you began your degrees during the COVID pandemic, and now you graduate in a time of turbulence and uncertainty. But remember, you control your future. If you don't get it right the first time, change course. If you have an opportunity to venture afar, do it. Widen your horizons. And as you move to new cities and new careers and new adventures, carry your community with you. It will support and sustain you. And come back to Wyoming whenever you can. Stay rooted in the solid granite foundation that is our state. Take a hike on Pilot Hill. Wander among the golden leaves in the snowy range in September. Give back to your school. Mentor a student. Hire an intern. Stay in touch with your favorite professor. Be someone who lifts others up at every turn. Today, as we celebrate everything that you have accomplished, believe in yourself. You are ready for whatever comes next. The world really does need more cowboys. So congratulations and Godspeed.
Well, thanks, Martha. We really appreciate your remarks. And I'd now like to invite the chair of the Faculty Senate, Professor Rob Godbee, to the podium to present the candidates for degrees. Rob?
Well, we're almost there. I know in our family today, this is a really proud day because we have a graduate. And I know in all your families, it's a really proud day too. So as chair of the Faculty Senate, I congratulate you on all your accomplishments. President Seidel, I present these students. These students with their names in the commencement program are gathered here today, are eligible for their bachelor's degree upon completion of their course requirements. And representing the faculty at the University of Wyoming, I'm proud to to present these candidates to you for the conferring of their degrees in their respective fields. Congratulations. Provost Turpin.
Thank you, Dr. Godby, for presenting this class of 2025 on behalf of the university faculty. With that, I request that our graduates present themselves on stage for recognition by college or school. I would like to invite the deans to present this year's graduating class. We will begin with the College of Agriculture, Life Sciences, and Natural Resources.
President Seidel, as the Dean of the College of Agriculture, Life Sciences, and Natural Resources, it is my privilege to ask our degree candidates to approach the stage for recognition.
Bo Scarborough. Duard Randall. Hallie Fegler. Peyton States. Luke Easton. Bailey Fitzwater. Coulter Sharp. Hank Schoening. Casey Spencer. Marie Lawson. Shelby Sinclair. Luke Duxa. Kara Johnson. Delaney Greiman. Keegan Meyer. Michael Wilmus. Tyler Colby. Carson T. Madison Valencia. Cassidy Espenscheid. Lena Schiller. Lauren Schwartz. Landon Kindred. Grace Parker. Mary Siemens. Lane Johnson. Jordan Anderson. Tessa Maurer. Aspen Nesbitt. Haley Rutch. Carolyn Cromer. Carly Carter. Kaylin Goss. Lauren Marisu. Janelle Grant. Blake Howard. Logan Weimer. Jack Sweeney. Tell Malone. Mark Walker. Othaniel Banks. Kirsten Siegel. Alyssa Ann Reed. Riley Reed. Abigail Johnson. Sophia Salachi. Haley Morrison. Isaiah Timbers. Emmy Ramirez. Christy Benjamin. Sophia Furman. Kylie Cook. Cash Myring. Michael Shane. Kagan Sims. Samantha Knack. Barbara Gabriel Wigington. James Cox. Basil Kozad. Bailey Benson. Elizabeth Dooley. Madison Corbett. Caroline Hansen. Abby Boatman. Kaylee Day. Kalina Proudfoot. Lillian Laird. Erin Jensen. Lee Grimm. Peyton Briggs. Garrett Custis. Summer Holman. Jaden Robison. Micah Yeager. Clara Landreth. Elizabeth Cook. Liberty Cleveland. Lauren Caston. Abby Metzger. Sarah Herrick. Madison Walker. Megan Vogt. Taylor Scott. Madison Bowler. Trinity Ayers. Allison Herdning. Alyssa Merchant. Lexi Schroeder. Lauren Williams. Elena Jaroszewski. Ashley Corona Zompa. Peyton Howery. Shaylee Milliron. Emily Polson. Adalyn Palmer. Morgan Hall. Gabriela Gracias Salinas. Jaden Mia Schroer. Caitlin Walling. Savannah Hayes. Jillian Bryant. Haley Walthall. Caden Ire. Lauren French. Mary Aljo. Hannah Grimm. Peyton Jolson. Alyssa Samuelson. Cody McLaren. Jonah Como. Trevor Rasmussen. Matthew Werblow. Luke Lamb. Cyan Johnson. Lachlan Johnson. Vaishna Vibhausar. Kessler Stutzman. Mary Teague. Ella Reed. Grant Brammer. Lindsay Farver. Landry May. Ryan Steiner. Calvin Rule. Kagan Gilbert. Kobe Tigner. Letitia Hammer. Harley Hardcastle. Morgan Gonzalez. Melissa Martin. Ashley Lemke. Krista Ritchie. Grace Dunkelberger. Gabriella Heigler. Clara Fullerton. Emma Fodor. Samantha Vothier. Melissa Riggs. Hannah Vanderlinden. Rory O'Connor. Alexia Reyes. Elsa Ann Petzold. Kendall Rivera. Rachel Horn. Alexa Mejia. Kendall Moite. Lydia Luby. Max Cox. Rachel Merchant. Brendan Pagurayan. Rashab Ranjikar. Madeline Bershinsky. Jordan Barth. Blaine Kroger. Daxter Sheridan. Gretchen Ness. Meryl Armstrong. Morgan Wadsworth. Blake Wilson. Price Pruitt. Howarth White. Ty Holtz. Carson Gregory. Hunter Nip. Kylie Shilhas. Megan Perez. Rhiannon Hammond. Cassidy Anderson.
President Seidel, as the Dean of the College of Business, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Joanna Carter. Hannah Finn. Mylan Bearden. Ethan Berryhill. Reese Ganji. Leif Darnell. Seth Stevens. Samuel Perkins. Adric Nexon Torres. Colby Jones. Marty Welling. Carson Walker. Preston Brewer. Weston Wiley. Jacob Dawson. Maxwell Sprinkle. Kira Moore. Charlotte Ward. Lily Miller. Madeline Micah. Jesus Lopez. Santiago Villagrana Aguirre. Curtis Ryman. Grant Westcott Goodall. Zane Orsborn. Taryn McJunkin. Colton Brenneman. Zachary Cole. Joseph Rezit. Mario Garcia. Rylan Knope. Aubrey Michelle Rockwell. Andrew Albrandt. Oliver Orchard. Chad Ganter. Isaac Marshall. Tabitha Austin. Marcela Caballero. Davis Seibert. Christoph Pankey. Bryce Patterson. Jacob Evans Funk. Everett Harter. Isaac Almejo Ponce. Benjamin Davidson. Tanner Joe Matheson. Annabelle Pearson. Julia Tillett. Caden Bogus. Jane Bellas. Pyle Chidari. Michael Boatwright. Tanisha Smith. Hayden Anderson. Nick Bogani. Marcus Cole. Jackson Leafgren. Andrew McWilliams. Taylor Rohde. Jack O'Rourke. Drew Posnick. Khalil Rios. Avery O'Brien. Colton Atkinson. Logan Smith. Devin Bobbitt. Philip Meyer. Gavin Smith. Matthew Lang. Eli Cummings. Morgan Burgess. Laura Hoversland. Gage Porter. Colin Burrows. Brady Storabo. Brock Storbo. Nathan Lundberg. Kobe Bartow. Jake Rail. Emma Jacobson. Lily Truard. Alexander Kuhn. Kyle Loger. Jimmy Renfro. Ethan Livingston. Kaylee Francis. Victoria Smale. Matthew Snyder. Aurelia Viana Awon. Jessica Galvin. Eric Ramos Perez. Duncan Lewis. Kennedy Olavison. Jacoby Burbank. Jordan Buggy. Keaton Stone. Karsten Stone. Manny Diaz. Joseph Hellier. McLean Hellier. Jaron Calkins. Caitlin Fisher. Bailey Dagan. Cora Williams. Faith Burdett. Katrina Zaharis. Stefan Tonita. Rio Nutter. Alex Bolton. Alexandra Riley. Megan Johnson. Morgan Muchler. Cameron Johnston. Landon Kane. Bailey Hale. Emily Lucero. Sophia Parker. Holly Spearing. Catherine Lovera. Evan Svoboda. Nicholas Talich. Kobe Ostermiller. John Siegel. Zoe Olguin. Callan Willitson. Carly Lenning. Cassie Downary. Lolly Hollenbeek. Grace Durrell. Emily Kinsel. Sydney Green. Olivia Fisher. Ellie Mueller. Felicity Hallmay. Riley Rocklitz. Taylor Edwards. Sydney Metzler. Carter Friesen. Samantha Diaz. Emily Mellema. Nolan Benduri. Zachary Sullivan. Jackson Schrader. Ashton Hudson. Nicholas Melcher. Emily McGaw. Joseph Davis. Brian Henninger. Dustin Williams. Bridger Stoddard.
President Seidel is Dean of the Haub School of Environment and Natural Resources. It is my privilege to ask our candidates to come forward for recognition.
Mallory Clark. Delcy McChrystal. Sydney Pinus. Caden Neal. Sean Kramer. Coulter Helm. Mariah Brannon. Sarah Doyle. Danielle Jones. Nolan Dyer. Iris Kurz. Isabel Spivey. Shelby Gibson. Isaac Bartlett. Quay Caslow. Robert Jorstad. Ben McBride. Elijah Warnken. Annalie Galley. Katie Magana. Jamie Diamond. Kaylee Eddy. Catherine Prochnow. Emily Cruz. Nevin Greiber. Jack Henderson. Molly Brown. Coulter Nunn. Jennifer Bouts. Benjamin Pina. Eric Olson. Jackson Hardwick.
President Seidel, as Dean of the College of Health Sciences, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
John Walsh. Alec Stoffer. Isaac Mason. Trent Groman. Gabriel Villalobos. Ethan Mowry. Peyton Geike. Danica Weber. Sherry Negard. Bryn Bruck. Cadence Taylor. Riley Haber. Mia Pierce. Caitlin France. Emma Rogers. Carissa Rucker. Tatiana Warden. Sarah Scott. Jackson Moon. Aiden Vargas. Luke Branson. Jansen Adair. Tyrell Harrington. Brinley Buscole. Quentin Senor. David Tangeman. Lucelle Elder. Abby Tiervold. Michaela Settle. Brooke McKenna. Elise Meyer. Annabelle Messaker. Elizabeth Ogden. Rachel Hamilton. Sarah Wilson. Abigail Walton. Ann Vincent. Grace Buckman. Kelly Stowell. Celeste Helpingstein. Jaden Grimbridge. Ellie Weibel. Madison Burkett. Bailey Martin. Olivia Politi. Stella Hartman. Keisha Levitt. Cash Christensen. Will Jorgensen. Shelby Hatch. Philip Vigil. Jaya Smith. Robert Orndorff. Coulter Brunsky. Brandon Ficchetti. Savia Sambrana. Mackenzie Earl. Elizabeth Euler. Horseshoe. Jenica Dees. Ashton Walter. Emma Boss. Travis Smith. Beatrice Mattingly Borjas. Jessica Robison. Gabrielle Lundberg. Katie Miller. Rachel Rassi. Haley Noble. Savannah Seekert. Courtney Williams. Mackenzie Lowry. Kara Courtwright. Catherine Bynum. Kiara Kaiser. Cassie Turnbull. Allison Burke. Brad Kruger. Aspen Cotton. Aaron Grease. Nicole Wagler. Finley O'Connor. Taryn Audrin. Kaylin Burns. Emma Douglas. Cassandra Gildy. Haley Rose. Elizabeth Crane. Ashley Marshall. Caitlin Bufano. Kimberly Quintana. Karina Estep. Aspen Dobby. Chloe Henderson. Jesse Schroeder. Rachel Dumm. Alexandra Conforti. Lauren King. Claire Torres. Dejea Quiros. Colleen Swan. Melissa Wells. Madison Terry. Rachel De La Cruz. Tyus Cornea. Barrett Renfro. Shelby Gray. Alexia Kolb. Elizabeth Green. Alexis Arp. Sage Kilgore. Juliana Pizzato. Danielle Sawyer. Skylar Woodruff. Scarlett Bainbridge. Mary Ivanoff. Caitlin Frakes. Annie Cairns. Cole Davies. Noah Tibbetts. Gracie Etter. Madison Young. Megan Schweitzer. Kylie Holstadt. Samantha Gould. Megan Tucker. Madeline Turpin. Jessica Litzheim. Rebecca Florquitz. Molly Higgins. Willow Gigline. Michaela Smith. Heather Christensen. Allison Gregory. Zoe Shannon. Abby Barazay. Madeline Jablin. Audrey Ernest. Alejandra Becerra. Peyton Yurt. Abby Hodala. Zoe Kautzman. Zoe Zimmerman. Madison Chance. Karina Kaufman. Hannelyn Kirsenbrock. Emma Cook. Kylie Paulson. Emily Burchett.
President Seidel, as the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the Office of Academic Affairs to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Mason Klimsick. Valerie Patmore. Kylie Bleak. Hannah Waskowitz. Amy Splitstone. Cutler Bradshaw. Damon Vilcausis. Tyrell Lehman. Caroline Heward Rope. Stephen Jacobson. Mia Kadaios. Micah Young. Emily Weigel. Scarlett Mendoza Acevedo. Dominic Sandova.
That was fabulous. I am pleased to now invite UW Board of Trustees Treasurer Laura Schmidt-Pizzato to the podium to offer remarks and to authorize the conferral of degrees. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, I can't sing the song with you, but I would definitely like to extend my congratulations from the Board of Trustees. So under the laws of the state of Wyoming, as a member and authorized representative of the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby delegate to President Seidel the authority to confer the applicable degrees at this commencement ceremony.
Okay, we almost lost control of the crowd there, but I want you to get your degrees. So, so we've come to that essential moment in this ceremony, so please stand. Okay, now, hold on to your hats for just a minute. Under the laws of the state of Wyoming, the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees has delegated to me as the university president the authority to confer the applicable degree at this ceremony. So by virtue of this authority, I hereby confer upon each and every one of you the degree of your chosen field of study upon satisfactory completion of degree requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. So congratulations. And now, if you've not already done so, I invite you to move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left side, signifying you are now graduates of the university. There you go. Okay, one last thing to do, because the families, friends, guests are not standing, so please stand and let's wish them all well and congratulate them. Here we go. Thank you and congratulations.
Wyoming 2025 Spring Commencement Ceremony is now adjourned. We ask that you please remain at your seats while the stage party and faculty exit, and graduates please exit upstairs to meet your family and guests on the concourse. A minute. Here we go.